my God.
I can't believe it.
Whoa.
I'm stunned. I cannot believe we're back.
I can't believe it either.
It's been about, what, like a month?
Yeah, about a month, yeah.
Woo.
But the thing is, because, the work for me has been unbelievably hectic.
Yeah.
And there's just other life things coming in for everyone.
Yeah,
so,
it's been a very transitionary month. It's been tough.
The only person who's been pretty much rocking and rolling is our friend BC.
Oh, yeah, who is currently in Chicago for Star Wars Celebration. Or at least he's coming back by the time this airs.
Yeah, that son of a... anyway.
We'll see him later.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Have fun out there, BC. But
I love Chicago, though. I really do.
I have never been.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a wonderful city. Certain parts of it, not great. But, like, other parts of it, like the main part of the city that, the parts that people go to a lot, like the tourists, fantastic. Absolutely incredible.
Okay.
Love it. Also, BC, I don't care what you say, like, it's not a pie, it's deep dish pizza, and it's delicious.
What was that about?
He doesn't like Chicago pizza because he calls it a pie. He's like, it's not pizza, it's pie. It's deep dish.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever.
He's got weird things. You know BC. He's got really weird quirks.
I'm not even going to get into his issues right now. But, we're back. We're doing the show again. This is Channel Control. This is...
Oh, I'm Matt. Yeah, we probably should have said that earlier.
Yeah, we should have said that.
I'm Matt. You can find me on all social media at Move the Joystick. And don't forget to check out Cinelinks.com and Real Outreach. This guy over here is...
I am Rob.
Yes.
You can find me... Well, I would like you to check out the site Channel Control on Twitter and Channel Control TV on Instagram.
I was about to say, we have a site for Channel Control?
Well.
It's called Cinelinks.
It's called our social media. But yes, you should also go to Cinelinks and subscribe to them and check out the stories that we have on Cinelinks.com.
Yes.
We just got the site back up. We had to do a little bit
better now.
Changing and moving things over. It's a lot better now. Yeah, it is. We're still working through some issues. But for the people that go to the read stuff and look at articles, it's there for you.
Yeah, it's up and running. So have at it.
So, okay. Let's just cut through all the BS.
All right, I'm so ready. I've waited for like a year or two to talk about this. It's finally time.
Go. We are talking about
Game of Thrones.
No.
Damn it.
Disney Plus.
Okay.
God damn it.
I mean, Game of Thrones has returned, so
yes,
there is that. But by the time we've aired this, or by the time we recorded this, we have not watched Game of Thrones. Stay tuned. We'll have our thoughts on it next week. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, so Disney, they had their investors meeting on the 11th, was that Wednesday? Mm-hmm. And they let us know when Disney Plus is coming out, what the price is, and what you're going to get on the service. Oh my God!
It had such it's such an amazing product that they're peddling that it had a ripple effect on the entire industry.
Yeah,
it's insane
on like all streaming video services. Especially, I put the little picture of what happened in the stocks. And what was it? Netflix dropped a couple $1 billion.
I think it was $8 billion
in valuation because on the day after they announced everything, because the meeting happened at like 2-3 o'clock. Actually, no, 4 o'clock.
Yeah,
our times, Central, and the stock markets are closed by then. But by the next day, Netflix dropped about $8 billion in valuation.
Just insane.
And Disney went up.
Oh yeah, you knew it. You knew it. I mean,
the day of the event, their stocks were their worth was $116 and some cents. Mm-hmm. By Thursday, it was $130.
Oh yeah, that's
I don't
massive.
know. I don't know what Netflix was, but Netflix is still worth. It's still like $351.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But they still dropped a lot, and let's just start getting into stuff. Okay.
So let's talk about. You want to start with what you get?
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about what we're going to get. Now, okay, right now I'm going to put up a picture. So here you see this is what the app will look like on the TV, and you see
I like how it looks.
Yeah.
I really do. It looks nice.
And the way they have the bar where it's like Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, Nat Geo, you pick those and it takes you to another menu that has those things. So if you pick Disney, you're only going to see Disney stuff to pick from.
Right.
If you pick Marvel, you see Marvel, and so on and so on and so on.
And this is key too, because when we've talked about this at length about Disney Plus and what it would be like whenever we finally got it, and we talked about the parameters of how are you going to limit kids from watching certain shows and certain things, and the way that they have this split up is perfect for that, and by also creating a profile, which everyone is going to have their own specific profile. And I believe, and I don't know for sure, but I believe there's no cost to like build a profile. It's just
you just build a profile. For example, Netflix, they have the profiles you can build. Like I have mine for me, one's for Karen. So I watch a lot of sci-fi hero stuff. So the things that get recommended to me are in that vein.
Right. So if the kids are like, let's say, 16 or under, whatever, and they're not supposed to watch like the hardcore Marvel shows, there will be parental controls that won't allow them to even see any of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing is when you get to the whole profile section, if the kid just goes and picks dads,
that is
but if you set it for a certain age, they pick that, they're only going to see things that they want to see.
It's just really nice. I really like how they have the whole thing set up. It's very simple. It's very easy it's easy on the eyes, easy to figure out. There were a couple of things, and I'm sure you're going to show this here in a sec, but like they teased the different original programming that they have, and one of them was like The World According to Jeff Goldblum.
Yes.
And I was like, Wait, hold up. Wait, what? Like, that's a show? Hold up. Wait a second.
As soon as I saw that, I was like, look, what is this? And it's actually a National Geographic show. I don't watch National Geographic, but when I get this, and I will, I'm watching National Geographic with Jeff Goldblum.
I love it. I love it. And I like how they're incorporating not just Disney stuff, not just Disney-owned products. Well, I guess all of this is Disney-owned, but like I like how they're incorporating Fox as well and Nat Geo and all of this all into like a one-stop shop service. Now, granted, not every Fox programming is going to be on there, but like the fact that you get every single episode of The Simpsons is huge.
Yeah, and I'm talking 30 seasons.
Yeah.
30, well, the years of The Simpsons.
It's a lot.
Is going to be there. Day one. Day one, it's going to be there.
That's just insane. And there's a lot of other day one stuff that we're going to get too. Yeah. Like The Mandalorian is going to be out day one.
They've been working on that show for that.
Right.
I don't know about the other Marvel shows they have, like
the Falcon and Winter Soldier,
WandaVision, which is Wanda and the Vision.
It's a really weird name.
Yeah, when I heard the name, I was like, really?
Yeah. Are we sold on that? Were we stuck to that title?
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, those though, I think we could probably see those down the line. Like do what DC did with their service, where it's like we start with one, and then by the time that one's done, another series starts. So that we always have original programming going.
Okay. Well, so on our list here, and I'm just reading off of the site, so if you want to go read it, you can read it. But anything we're going to go through it is all the shows will be downloadable. Right now, even if you look at some of the other stations like Netflix, only certain shows are downloadable.
Yeah.
They're still working on a lot of it, but everything that comes out now you can download and watch later.
Right, they're Netflix originals and like certain shows.
Yeah. Everything that you have on there will be downloadable to put on your tablet, phone, whatever you have. And for me, I do that when I take a flight.
Yeah.
I'll put stuff on there, go on the flight, and have a little battery pack, and I'm watching throughout the whole flight if I'm not sleeping.
That's right.
Okay, as far as day ones, this is one of the many that we'll go through, but Captain Marvel will be available on day one.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. It's about that. Well, I mean, the DVD will have already been out by then, the Blu-ray. So this is,
Yeah, I mean, it's just pretty much kind of a given that it should be there.
It should be there.
But the thing is that I don't think all the Marvel movies will be there. A lot of them will be.
What do you mean?
I know they said Iron Man 3, Thor, Black Panther, Ant-Man, and a few others may be there, but not all of them are going to be there on day one.
That's odd.
I mean, they're going to eventually put them all there, but on day one, not all the movies are going to be there.
I wonder if it's a
as far as what I
licensing
saw.
issue, because I know Amazon Prime currently has a bunch of Marvel movies on there. So I wonder if that's just a licensing issue.
I don't know. Yeah, it won't be Netflix because Netflix is pulled. They're going to pull everything from there in a matter of months. So, yeah, okay. And we already talked about the profiles. You made the profiles of whatever picture that they give you and all that. All right. Okay. The signature collection that they've been talking about in this vault that they bring out every couple of years, and it's like, here's a movie you can get for sale, and all day one.
That's cool.
The vault has been they've gone and they've rated it. The vault is out. So, all Pixar films, including Pixar's theatrical shorts, will be available at launch.
Nice. Good. Yeah, I mean, it should be.
That's a lot.
That's a lot, but it's good.
But that's a lot. But there's going to be even more.
There's a YouTube channel that I watch every now and then. It's called Jello Apocalypse, and it's a hilarious YouTube channel from like all these voice actor guys that put these shows together. But one of the things that they do is they rate every single like movie, so like Pixar movie, Disney movie, that sort of thing. Well, I was watching this video, and he's talking about how, oh man, it was so hard to watch and find all of these different things, Disney and Pixar related, to rank them. And then, like, I see this come out, and I'm like, oh man, that dude must be so pissed right now.
He's so angry. I've got to go to Amazon. I got to go to Netflix. I got to go here. I got to go there. I got to rent it on Vudu. And now it's like, it's all in one place.
All in one place now.
It's like, my channel's done. Screw it. Okay, so we have there will be some new short series on the channel. Toy Story's newest star, Forky.
It's a really weird
In
name.
Forky Asked a Question, and Bo Peep from Toy Story will always also have her short, Lamp Life. Now, when I heard the name Forky, I was like, oh, that's a bold move.
It's a weird name. It's a weird name, Cotton.
Yeah, it's a bold move, Cotton.
Lamp Life is a weird title too for Bo Peep. Like, I mean, I guess we'll have to see Toy Story to really understand what that's about. But like, I don't get it. But
and Forky is actually, I mean, it's a sport.
Yeah.
From schools, so I mean, whatever. Well,
but it's made by the mind of a child.
Yeah.
So
and they said that the whole Forky Asked the Question is like, what is not what is life, but what is a friend? What is TV? What is this? Just things that, like you said, like children would ask, like just to understand life. And it's this fork trying to understand human life. Okay, so we talked about Elizabeth Olsen. And Paul Bettany will be in WandaVision.
I feel like it's like...
I wish to God they just said Wanda and Vision.
Right? Like, WandaVision just makes it seem like it's like in Technicolor, Like, it's like... you're watching Studio Vision. Like I'm gonna watch. It's like, WandaVision.
Whatever that be. I
don't know what that is.
Still gonna watch it.
Is it gonna be like a red frame around everything at all times? Like her powers and stuff. Like, I don't know. It's so weird. Or we're gonna see it through their perspective. That's weird. To see everything like through the eyes of Wanda and Vision, that'd be odd. That'd be really odd.
That'd be really weird. But anyway, Anthony Mackie, Sebastian Stan for Falcon and Winter Soldier, and here's a pic of the little thing that they put up there. And
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
I saw it and I was like, woo, woo. And the What If show, I wrote an article about that on Cinelinks.com, and they only told us that one of the shows at some point in time will be What If Loki Found the Hammer of Thor.
Right.
But they said that, at least they lead to believe that the first episode will be What If Peggy Carter got the super soldier serum.
Now, is this going to be an animated show or a live action?
Animated.
Okay.
Yes.
Now that makes more sense. Because, like, I was wondering if they were going to get, like, Peggy, the woman that plays Peggy Carter in real life to come out and do this. And I was like, how are you going to augment her body like that to do that?
You know, I don't know what's going to happen there, but we'll see what happens.
That's a fascinating series to keep an eye on.
Mm-hmm. And the What If series was a comic series where they just changed different. They said they looked back at past issues of comics and said, what if Wolverine killed the Hulk?
Yeah.
And in that is a Hulk gets away from him, but in that he kills him and whatever. And usually the stories in the What If series ended very badly. They weren't happy stories.
Interesting.
Yeah. And this one is supposed to be from the MCU. Their What If series is going to be, what if something within the MCU seen the past 10 years changed? So, okay, we have that.
That's interesting.
They will have 2 TV shows on the Marvel channel, on their Marvel bit, which is 10 years of interviews and clips and behind-the-scenes stuff from the MCU, and that's Marvel 616 and The Hero Project. And they'll just go over all the movies they've done.
That makes okay. So that's similar to what DC does, where they have their like weekly shows on DC Universe that like recap other DC programming, like DC Talk and all this stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. How the length of this show, I really don't know if it's going to be a half an hour, 15 minutes, whatever. But they're going to have that. So
their service, they can have it however long they want.
Yeah. All Star Wars films will be on there within the first year.
That's cool.
We don't know which ones at launch, but within 1 year, all the movies will be there.
Can't believe we're going to finally get the holiday special. Yes. Finally. All in one place. Star Wars!
We
I gotta see, what's his name? No. I'm probably wrong on that. It's been a long time since I've seen the holiday special.
I watched bits and pieces of it.
It's not good.
Yeah, it's not good at all. Not at all. We already knew that Diego Luna was doing a show about Cassian Andor on there, but he will be joined by Alan Tudyk, which I didn't know, or at least I didn't look deeply into that. I just saw Cassian Andor, and I was like, yeah, big deal.
Now, I kind of figured they would have K2SO.
Yeah. I didn't know he was going to be there, so I mean, hey, whatever.
I mean, it's great. Alan Tudyk is amazing. So.
I love the character in Rogue One, so with him I was like, okay, now I'll watch it.
Yeah.
Now I'm in. And, of course, The Mandalorian, which...
Which, by now, the trailer would have come out. It was on Star Wars Celebration on Sunday, the panel was. We unfortunately recorded on Saturday, so we can't really talk about the trailer, but, you know, it's out there right now for you to go check out.
Yeah. Of course, Clone Wars is coming back.
That's good, yeah. I saw that.
And okay, let's start doing with the other things. Disney's extensive movie library is endlessly enchanting. Mary Poppins, Alice in Wonderland, 2010 one, much more available launch day. So there's a slew of Disney movies that have been out there that we're going to see on there. Yeah. I heard about this. Anna Kendrick will be doing a Christmas movie for them. I love me some Anna Kendrick.
Yeah. Anna Kendrick's
awesome.
She
is fantastic. She's really funny too. So she plays Santa Claus's daughter, and she's out in the world, and she's just away from Santa. And I mean, it's a Christmas movie, so something's going to happen where she's got to take the reins or take over or deliver presents on Christmas Day. I'm guessing, or some shit like that. So,
absolutely.
Yeah. Disney original film Timmy Failure from Academy Award director Tom McCarthy. I can't remember what they said Timothy Failure was going to be about. I think it's a detective agency by a kid named Timmy Failure or whatever, or Timmy something. So.
He is not getting a lot of business.
Yeah, but you know, whatever. Yeah. Skip that. The live action Lady and the Tramp will be there,
which we saw on one of the images that they had of the shows that they had going when they showed the site itself. That's weird. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm interested just so that way I can see, like, how they coordinated some of the scenes with the dogs. Like,
yeah, I actually thought this was going to the movies. I didn't know they were going to go straight to.
Probably couldn't have made it a lot of money in the movies. Let's be honest.
I mean, it's Lady and the Tramp, though.
It's Lady and the Tramp. It's not Aladdin, okay? Like, we're not talking about like Beauty and the Beast. This is Lady and the Tramp. Look, I'm not saying it's bad, but I'm saying if you make a live action version of Bambi, you probably shouldn't put that on the movie screen either.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that.
Like the ones that are about animals, I feel like don't have as much of a play on movie theaters as they did a long time ago. So that's why I like platform services like this. Mm-hmm. Perfect, go for it. Let's do it.
Okay, all right. National Geographic will have more than 250 hours.
Awesome.
Of content, including the Academy Award winner Free Solo. I don't know what Free Solo is about, but I guess when it's on the service, I will find out.
I want you to guess right now what Free Solo is about.
Well, I mean, it looks like it's a guy just a mountain climber.
Is that what you think it is? I want you to give your honest opinion. You heard Free Solo. You've never seen the movie. What do you think it's about?
If I didn't see any images or anything, I'd be like, freeing Han Solo.
Perfect. Perfect. Excellent. No, it's about rock climbing. It's a documentary for rock climbing.
Okay.
Essentially.
All right.
Crazy.
We already talked about The World According to Jeff Goldblum. I really didn't look into what it was going to be about. All I know is that Jeff Goldblum, I'm freaking watching it.
So, okay, quick aside, talking about Jeff Goldblum for a second. Mm-hmm. So, the Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker teaser came out. And at the end of it, spoiler alert, you hear a laugh, a sinister laugh. Well,
I was like,
yeah,
that's why I started typing.
People have been changing it, that laugh, and the laugh, like one of them is Seth Rogen, where it's like, and another one, and Jeff Goldblum released this one. It was Jeff Goldblum, like, ha 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 ha, Star Wars. So great.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. So, also on day one, you will have 5,000 episodes of Disney Channel content.
Oh, hell yeah.
Not
Hannah
to
Montana.
mention,
Let's do it.
100 Disney Channel original movies will be available.
So, what you're saying is...
Hannah Montana and, I believe, Wendy Wu.
Yeah, I think Wendy Wu is on there too, yeah.
Shaolin Warrior?
Yeah.
Oh, no, Homecoming Warrior.
Homecoming Warrior. Yeah, you're right.
That'll be there. I don't give a damn what you say. I like Wendy Wu.
Oh, there were a lot of shows that I really got into, especially in college. It's a really weird time, but when you get Disney Channel for the first time, because I grew up, I didn't have cable, so I never got to experience Disney Channel, and I was in college, and I got it for the first time, and I was like, oh my god, what is this gold? And so I would watch, Disney Channel, pretty much all day. You know, I'd sprinkle in other things, but I would watch Disney Channel, and I'm like, it's the dumbest stuff. None of it's good television at all. But whenever you've been in class all day, you come home and you just want to watch someone be stupid for a while and not even listen to their parents because their parents are idiots too. So it's just fantastic.
Yeah. And to go along with all that content from the Disney Channel, we have, in the first year, they will be adding stuff from the Disney Library, which is more than 7,500 episodes and 500 films from the Disney Library.
Good God, man.
This is year one.
That's insane.
5,000 episodes from Disney Channel, 7,500 episodes just from Disney Library, and 600 movies between them.
Yeah.
That's a lot of stuff.
That's a lot. It's a lot of stuff.
Even if they said, okay, we're just going to release 1,000 of each and then do 100 every month. And mind you, this isn't stuff that's going up and coming down. It's staying there.
Yeah.
Because this is Disney stuff. You will never get through it all.
No. No way.
And coming along with all that Disney content, we have a Phineas and Ferb movie.
Hell yeah.
A brand new animated adventure will be there. And I saw that and I was like, even if I was on the fence about getting it, Phineas and Ferb? Yep, getting it.
Oh, I'm so in.
I
love Phineas and Ferb.
I got into it when I was with my ex-girlfriend and her daughter. They wake up and the Disney Channel every day. And Phineas and Ferb was on.
Yeah.
So I just kind of watched while I'm getting ready. And it got to a point that I really got into Phineas and Ferb.
Oh, dude, Phineas and Ferb is amazing.
And they're freaking awesome.
Yes. I love the doctor, the scientist, who's always like creating the something innator.
Yeah.
And it's so great. Like, it's be like, it is the table innator! And you're like, what? What is that about?
Why is it the always?
So great.
Okay.
Hey, where's Perry? I want to cut aside, and there's a platypus like jumping into like an air duct.
The Simpsons, like we already mentioned that 30 years of The Simpsons or 30 seasons of The Simpsons will be on there on day one. That's a day one. And High School Musical, the musical series.
I'm good. Pass on that.
I was even into Glee, so I mean, if you like all of that stuff, that's what I was able to pull out from whatever. I mean, there's a whole lot more that will be there, that will be there, but yeah, that's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it is, and it's absolutely incredible, and it makes complete sense why like it would make all other streaming services almost feel a little bit obsolete in a way. Mm-hmm. And then let's talk about the price, because the price too is insane.
I damn near fell out of my seat when I heard the price.
Yeah,
which is $6.99 a month
or $69.99 per year
for an annual payment. So you either pay by monthly or the annual. And if you pay annually, the $69.99, that roughly comes out to about $5.83 or 84 cents a month.
It's absolutely insane. And we knew whenever Disney said that they were going to come out with their own streaming service that they were going to try and compete with Netflix.
Yes.
And that they were going to be at a price lower than Netflix. And I love how this all happens shortly after Netflix raises their prices a little bit more again. Because I think now it's like maybe 15, 16, something like that.
Well, for the one that I have with two streams, and what their basic one is 11 something.
Okay. I think for me it's like 15, but it's not a big deal. But like 15, and you still get a whole bunch of stuff. But you're looking at this, a $10 discount, roughly, to have all of this. Like,
all it is.
Mind-blowing. It's just absolutely mind-boggling. And then you also consider something else, too, that I think a lot of it's not getting as much of praise as they really should, and that's the international side of things.
Yeah.
Because Disney Plus is going to be a fully international streaming service. Whereas Netflix is a fully international streaming service as well. I mean, they just have different content in different places.
They're trying to add more countries also,
right.
But they're already international.
But Hulu is not.
No, which they are talking about taking Hulu international also.
Right, because they own Hulu now. And then if I'm not mistaken, Amazon Prime is not an international streaming service.
I don't know about that.
And then DC Universe definitely isn't.
No.
So
DC Universe, actually, their shows get shown internationally through Netflix.
Yeah, exactly. So it's very fascinating that like they are going to, not necessarily day one, but they're going to try and incorporate the entire world into the streaming service. And if you think about it, at $6.99 per month, and then you think about the billions of people that are in this world that love Disney, bro, you're making just a ridiculous amount of money per month.
I mean, I already own the disc for every Marvel movie they have out there, or the current MCU line from Iron Man on and some other Marvel movies. But I have all of them. I'm still getting the service.
Yes.
Because, I mean, I have those movies on Vudu. I'm still getting the Disney service.
Oh, well, yeah, 100%.
They will have content that I won't be able to see.
Exactly.
And for $6.99, look, I said a long time ago, I pay $15 a month for this service.
You did say that, yeah, that's true.
So at $6.99, okay, now you have that $6.99. Hulu with ads just dropped down to $5.99.
Did it?
Yeah, and
because I have Hulu without ads, so I'm like, did that go down too?
Yes, without ads?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
With ads, it actually went up a little bit to $11.99, I believe it was.
Oh, yeah, I think that's what I was paying.
So, yeah.
And then Disney Plus, if you think about that too, that no ads.
No ads. Yeah, this is
Nothing.
ad free. No ads at all.
Fantastic.
And if you get Another Disney-owned product, which they talked about then, was ESPN Plus. That is $4.99 a month. Now, this is just the monthly charges for these things. If you get all three of them, they said they will try to do a bundle of all of these.
Yeah.
But right now, it's like $17 and change a month for all three of those. If you don't know what streaming services you want, that's a perfect one right there. I don't know about ESPN Plus because I really don't watch ESPN.
It's not great. It's not worth it, honestly. But so there are a couple of questions that I think we should go over in regards to Disney Plus. One of which is, how fast will things get onto the streaming service? And I'm talking about, like, it airs on Disney Channel or it airs in theaters. How fast will we go from air to streaming service? Now, obviously, I would assume that for theater-wise, it would be a deal where it's like, we're going to have our theatrical run, and then maybe, like, when we're getting close to, like, the Blu-ray release, we'll, have it on the streaming service, I guess. So
yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, the way that they do it now with the other services, like, especially with Disney's Movies Anywhere.
Yeah.
You'll have the release, and then when it's right now, they do the digital release maybe 2 weeks before the DVD release.
Right.
So
that's usually most things.
Yeah. So you'll be able to you'll probably get it released on that same digital format first. Then when DVD comes out, they may let the DVDs get it for a little bit because they still want those sales. They're not really counting on it, but still, here's the DVD.
Yeah.
Then after that's out, you're probably looking at about within a month after DVDs are out, then it may go to the service. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. They really didn't say what it was. Within 2 months of it being released on digital, it should be on the service because you're going to have that gap in between where you want people to buy the digitals, then you want to buy DVDs, then here you go.
Yeah. And I would assume that anything that goes on Disney Channel or Disney XD or anything like that, anything that premieres on there, maybe the next day might be on the Disney Plus service. I would assume.
Probably, most likely. If it's a regular series that they have, I would think that they would do that. You shouldn't keep something like that behind from people.
Yeah, and then I think the next thing would be, what are we doing with Hulu? Is Hulu going to be a separate thing where, it still shows other channels stuff on there?
Hulu is staying exactly the way it is. It's just that Disney has the major share in it, about 60% or whatever. But 40% is still owned by other companies. Okay. So they're still trying to please those guys. So Hulu's just gonna run the way it is. And they mentioned it before. They ESPN Plus, ESPN is their sports package. If you like sports and blah blah and so on, go here, you'll get your sports news. Disney Plus is their family oriented service. You're not going to see anything too crazy on it. The worst you may see is stuff in Star Wars, the movies, and Marvel, which is fantasy violence, and it's not even gory. Yeah. Hulu is that's adult stuff. Yeah. So they're trying to keep that exactly the way it is. They're just going to go for it with it. They're trying to expand as far as getting more content specifically for Hulu. And they even mentioned things like Handmaid's Tale is the first streaming service that won an Emmy Award, which the first one for Hulu. That won an Emmy. So I'm like,
I was about to say, I feel like Netflix has some Emmys in there.
So they want some more. They want more Emmy-worthy content for adults on Hulu. Okay. So that's gonna go away the way it's always been so far.
Now, the last question, and I think it's more of a discussionary topic, and it comes from BC. And BC was saying that, after, the $8 billion price evaluation drop for Netflix, he was saying, I think that, this is the end of Netflix, that basically it's going to dwindle and go away. And honestly, I don't think that's the case. No. Because at this point, Netflix is too big to fail. And Netflix has a place. It has their own original content. They have their own things. And plus, movies and our studios and writers, they go to Netflix to get their stuff done and produced. And even like we're getting Academy Award nominations with them too, with Rome and all kinds of other things. So I don't think that Netflix is going to go down. I think if anything, they're just going to come up with more ways to compete. And it might mean that we get a price reduction in some form or fashion at some point.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to reduce price.
It may not. I don't know.
They're already up to their eyeballs in debt.
They are.
With what they're doing now. So they either need to stop this. Hello, this is Netflix. You greenlit. And say, hello, this is Netflix. What do you want?
Yeah. And they might. They might. But like, and the first thing that I was thinking about, because whenever I was thinking about BC's, statement about how he thinks it's going to like dwindle and go away, was what original programming do they have? And it just came to mind. We have Sabrina. We have the Chronicles of Narnia that they're working on right now. They've got Santa Monica Diet. We've got like all kinds of other just amazing, incredible shows that we want to watch over and over and over again. Like, heck, my wife watches Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt probably I think she's seen the series, I don't know, 80
multiple
million times. Like, every time I get home, it's on Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. And I'm like, what are you...
Really?
Yes!
Wow, she really likes it.
It's either on that or Kim's Convenience. Or if it's not Kim's Convenience, then it's that the one about the news one, like Good News or something like that.
Well, that was an NBC show.
It's all on Netflix.
Yeah,
but
it's all there.
Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt is like the go-to. And so I get home and it's like, there we go. We're watching Titus and Andromeda dance on the screen again. And I love Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, but that woman loves Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. But anyway, so I think just Netflix has its place. I think there's going to be a lot of competition.
Yeah, they're going to have to restructure
and up their game.
Yeah, up their game, because the same thing happened with Netflix when Starz was there, and Starz when they started out, Starz came in and was like, give us $3 million and we'll give you movies. Okay, fine. When it came time around to renegotiate the contract, Starz looked at what they were doing and was like, okay, here's what you're going to do. You're going to give us $30 million. And you're going to change your pricing plans because we don't like this thing where people get to watch movies whenever they feel like it, as many times a month. We want them to continue to pay for it. And that was like, screw you.
Later.
We're not doing that.
Bye. Yeah.
I mean, look, we may have paid the $30 million, but we're not changing our pricing structure. We're not doing that for you.
Yeah.
And they were like, okay, fine, we're taking our stuff. And when they went, you noticed there were a lot of movies I watched on Netflix that I was like, where's all the good stuff? There was a lot of junk on Netflix.
Yeah. And it took a while for Netflix to figure itself out. I mean, I think Disney had a big part of it. But after the whole Disney or Marvel, Netflix merger thing, or the deal, even after that's gone, they still have rebounded enough to be able to have enough original content to not feel like they are in fear, to not be in fear that they're going to be going away anytime soon.
Yeah. Well, once the whole Starz thing happened, they started making their own content.
Yeah.
So let's get our own content. Let's go to other people. But and they really ramped it up once the whole what was it, a year and a half?
I mean,
2 years ago, when they said Disney's going away. It was like, we need to ramp up all our original series.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that they're doing a brilliant job with it. I just don't see a world where we don't have Netflix. Now, whether or not they need to be bought out at some point, it will be bought out. It's just Netflix is just too big to fail right now.
Yeah. Not to mention, when there's some series that comes out on Netflix that's a hit, people talk about this for a while.
Yes.
Even if it wasn't that great, like Bird Box. People talked about Bird
Box
for weeks. The memes and
so
everything.
Long.
Bright. I loved it. Other people hated it. But people still talked about it for weeks.
It's true. They did.
Multiple shows that Netflix
Triple
puts
Frontier
out.
People talk about. You also look at Sabrina. You look at... the House of Cards. I mean, hell, that whole thing with Kevin Spacey. I mean, so Netflix is ingrained in our culture now.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
you have the other streaming services, but the one people will, at least once a month, you will hear about
Yes.
this streaming services shows is Netflix, most likely.
And then you also got to consider Netflix just got all of this anime content too.
Mm-hmm.
Very recently. And they also just came out with the Cowboy Bebop live action lineup. Or the casting.
Yeah, people are waiting to see that one. They like John Cho being added to the cast.
Badass. Well, he's leading.
Yeah,
he's the lead.
He's Spike, but
yeah,
their live action from
doesn't
anime.
matter. Who cares? Netflix is gonna be fine, guys.
They're good.
It's gonna be okay.
Okay, so the one thing that we did not tell you was November 12th.
Oh yes,
is
the date,
when
November 12th.
the streaming service, the Disney service, comes out. So
November 12th is that day. I wonder, because Jedi Fallen Order comes out on November, and I want to see, is it November 15th or is it November 12th too? Because that's an interesting thing. It's more for me to find out. Jedi Fallen Order release date. We're looking at it is November 15th. Okay.
15th.
So
okay,
3 days after Disney Plus.
So you'll get to watch some TV. You'll go on there. You'll watch whatever Star Wars stuff you want to watch just because it's there.
Yep.
And then you get to play Fallen Order.
That's right.
3 days later. So watch as much Star as you can. So you go in there with the mind of a Jedi, the mind of a Sith, or just the person that dies.
Exactly. Well, and I mean, The Mandalorian will be out at that point too.
Mm-hmm.
So,
from day one. So you
one.
You got 3 days to watch it.
That's an interesting question too. Is it going to be like DC Universe where you have to wait per week, or is it going to be like Netflix where it's like boom, you get all of it all at once? That's going to be an interesting thing to see.
Yeah, that they didn't say about the service. Now,
I hope that it's boom, you get everything, but I don't know.
You know, I actually want them to do a weekly release.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I think for me,
I actually like it on DC, but
Yeah.
oddly enough, I didn't like it when Netflix did, because Netflix already got you used to here's everything binging.
Yeah. And I remember whenever they tried it out with like one show, and the one where everybody was confined and like between
that was just a horrible show.
It was a bad show. Yeah, they should have tried it with that one. But like, yeah, I remember when they tried it with that. I watched the first episode and it was like, you have to wait a week now, and I'm like, I'm not coming back.
Yeah.
Like,
well, they're actually still doing it with their talk show type things, like the one with David Letterman. The stuff with Chelsea Handler that did, and now with Hassan Minaj, the Patriot Act.
I don't watch that one.
Which it's actually a pretty funny show. It's decent, but I mean,
but that's different because that one has to be more current.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're not going to just dump a bunch of shows up. So yeah, that one is you know. But that's the only one that they've been doing it with since that one show.
Yeah.
But again,
November 12th,
we're spoiled with Netflix that they give us everything. So when they started doing this once a week, and
Even Hulu has been
just
doing that
once
too.
a week, but once a week and it's bad.
Yeah, it's not good.
So yeah. So we're done with that. Let's go ahead and jump into channel surfing because we're going to be talking
let's
about.
go say hi to BC.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I'm sorry, BC.
from Chicago.
Yeah, he sent us some stuff. So here, check out BC.
Matt, Rob, what's going on? It's your boy, Jersey Jackass, ETCW World Heavyweight Champion, coming to you live from Chicago, Illinois. As you can tell, I'm nowhere near our home in Dallas, Texas. But Channel Control's back, and I had to bring you a new top 5 markout moments, man, because we can't do it without it, right? Right? It's important that I'm there, right? I'm important to the team, right? Anyway, guys, I'm excited to be back. There's a lot going on. A lot of this is going to have to do with the same stuff. But I do have 5 moments that I want to mark out about for this episode right here. Number 5, our top spot, or number 5 spot right there, is going to go to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. What? Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., that's so old. What are you talking about, BC? Let me tell you what I'm talking about, guys. I am rewatching the entire MCU as we lead into Endgame. I'm really excited for it. I'm going through all of the television shows, man, and I'm rewatching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. for the very first time. I've never really rewatched the show, and rewatching it now after seeing Captain Marvel really adds to that show. I'm on season 3 right now. I'm going through the whole Inhuman thing. Lash is attacking, and it's so great to watch Skye become the character that she is. I'm really happy to rewatch this and really get to dive back into it, knowing where they're going and seeing where they've come from now. It's a great, great show. I don't know why people have any issues with it. So, anyway, it is what it is. Number 4. All right, number 4 is going to part of that brand new streaming service that Rob's been talking about. And y'all have probably been gushing about it all episode long. But let me tell you what my number 4 spot is. That is The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I am so excited for this show, man. I think this is going to be a really, really fun show. I love their chemistry in the movies, like that scene where they're just sitting in the back seat of the car and Winter Soldier's like, can you move your seat up? Falcon's, no. You know, and then this is when they're fighting Spider-Man, and just everything about them, they work so well together. I'm so excited to see them work together even more, and I think this will be a really fun limited series. I think it's going to be, I don't know if it's going to be a full series or what, but I am really excited to check it out. All right, that number 3 spot, guys, is going to, you guessed it, the entire Disney Plus service. We're getting The Simpsons. We're getting WandaVision. We're getting the Cassian Andor series. We're getting that Winter Soldier and the Falcon. We're getting all the Disney shows. We're getting The Mandalorian. We're getting so many really cool things all coming to the Disney Plus streaming service. And guess what? It's only going to be $6.99 a month. Now, how long is it going to be $6.99 a month? A year, maybe 2 years. It's going to go up. That's going to happen. Understand that. But I don't care. $6.99 a month is absolutely incredible. I think it is a perfect price, especially to start out with. And I think this series, this system, this whole Disney Plus thing is going to be incredible, man. I might be putting Netflix out of business. I don't know if you guys talked about it, but I don't see how Netflix is going to be able to sustain themselves with Disney Plus coming forward. So we'll have to wait and see, but I am super hyped about that. Disney Plus is my number 3 mark out moment of this week. All right, the number 2, guys. What's the number 2 going to be? I'm going to tell you what the number 2 is going to be. Number 2 is going to be The Clone Wars. I just finished watching the panel. I just finished watching the trailer. I love The Clone Wars when I actually finally got to watch it. And I'm going to tell you something. I hated Ahsoka Tano during the Clone Wars movie, the one they made, the animated one that went straight to, or that went to theaters. I thought she was a terrible character. But as that series went on, they did such a well job of developing her. And she has become one of my probably top 5 favorite Star Wars characters. I love her so much, and I cannot wait to get back into this character. Plus, we get to back to see Captain Rex. We get to see the rest of the crew. We get to see this Bad Batch going at it. Mace Windu's back. And Ray Park is motion capturing for Darth Maul, man. That's incredible. Ray Park and Sam Witwer back again doing Darth Maul. So hyped for this, and I think, I'm telling it right now, I'm calling it. Just like old Babe Ruth in Yankee Stadium. Calling my shot. That lightsaber fight between Ahsoka Tano and Darth Maul, gonna be one of the best lightsaber fights in all of Star Wars. Called it. All right, guys, if you don't know by now, the number 1 spot is going to The Mandalorian. How could it not, man? Did you see? Well, you probably didn't see that footage, because even I didn't get to see much of that footage. I had to watch it a little bit of bootleg, but don't tell Disney, all right? I'm sorry, Daniel. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to watch the bootleg stuff, but I had to, all right? I had to see this stuff, and it was too, as you can tell, it's entirely too cold and snowy for me to trek up all the way downtown, ride the trains, and get up in town and watch all these videos. Sorry, couldn't do it, couldn't be there. But Pedro Pascal looks incredible. They still haven't given us a name for like the character. They're just calling him the Mandalorian. Like, are they literally just going to call him the Mandalorian all season long? That could be absolutely incredible, man. It could be so much fun. And Carl Weathers looks like he's having an incredible time being in Star Wars. Not to mention, one of the loves of my life, Miss Gina Carano. I love Gina Carano, and I cannot wait to see her kick ass in Star Wars, baby. The panel itself, not the best job. They've done a little better, but still, it was pretty damn cool when I did finally get to sneak in that footage. But The Mandalorian is definitely at number 1 spot, guys. What were the top 5 things that y'all watched on TV this week? Don't forget to hit me on Twitter. Use the hashtag top 5 markouts. and we can talk about it, man. Don't forget to subscribe to Channel Control. Check out all this. I hope we're going to be bringing Channel Control back a lot more often. Is whatever we can. We're trying to work on making things better. I'm trying to work on making everything I do better. I'm trying to help you guys out. Follow me on all social media at RealJackassBC, RealJackassBC. And as always, guys, hope you all are having fun in the studio. I cannot wait to get back home. It's been a great 2 weeks, but man, I'm tired and it's cold. I'm out.
I couldn't believe that was his number one markup moment. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Like it's a good one.
Whatever.
It's a great one.
Yeah.
But like
I mean,
didn't
they were
expect
all
it.
good. They were
I
all good.
expected,
So
yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
All right. So now let's get into channel surfing. All right. So Matt, you've probably been watching more TV than I have this week. I haven't watched anything with superheroes. I haven't watched The Flash.
Is the Flash still going on?
I think it is.
Okay.
Well, I know that Legends started up. I haven't kept up with anything since whatever. But I mean, there are some shows I'm watching. But I'll let you take over here.
Okay, so I've been, like I said earlier, whenever I was previewing and talking about Amazon Prime, I've been watching a lot of Hannah. I've been trying to get more into that. To try and finish it. I'm on the last episode right now, and I've really enjoyed it. This series has been good. It's already been greenlit for season 2 by Amazon Prime, but it's good. There are times where it's a little slow, and maybe the characters are a little annoying at times. But overall, it tells a very compelling story about this girl who is trying to find herself after spending her entire life away from society, away in the woods, and then realizing that she's really some super human badass. So she is absolutely incredible. I love the actress that plays her. I think she does a terrific job. Joel Kinnaman is really good on this show. I think the woman that the actor that steals the show the whole time though is the main antagonist. The woman, I can't remember her name right now, but she's the one that's going after Hannah the whole time. I think she is terrific. She is just insanely good.
In the movie, I believe it was Kate. That character was played by Kate Blanchett.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. So I've been watching that. That one's been a really good show. I started watching the first episode of A Discovery of Witches because that showed up on AMC. That one's a really good one too if you really want to get into the whole witch and vampire thing. It's from the All Souls series. And so far it's good. It was a massive hit over beyond in Europe. Everybody loved it. And so now it's finally making its way to BBC America and AMC, with the second season probably going to be debuting toward the end of the year.
You said they only put the first season there? Or?
So AMC is airing the first season weekly. So they had the first episode last Sunday. They're going to have the next episode this Sunday. And so on and so forth. Okay,
yeah. Karen loves the stuff with witches and vampires, which is she liked the Vampire Diaries originals and all that stuff, legacies. But if you get Sundance Now,
you can get Sundance Now or Shudder.
Yeah,
one of those two.
Well, the thing is, when she got Sundance Now, Shudder comes along with it.
Oh, okay, great.
So you get both of them. So you could watch the entire series there, or just wait to watch it on.
I think for me, I'm kind of just waiting to every week to watch it. And I'm fine with that.
Yeah, she was so into it. She was like, "Oh, I'm getting this," because she want to watch it. And
it's funny. I've watched the first episode I watched. I think was episode 2, maybe, and it was in Singapore. Because they had it on their Fox Now programming.
Oh, okay.
So I watched it on that, and I loved it. I was like, oh my god, this is really good, but I don't know what's going on. I really wish I could watch episode 1. So now I watched episode 1. I feel like I'm kind of caught up to episode 2, so I'm excited to see if that's what I was watching when I was in Singapore. Okay, so another AMC show that is ending is Into the Badlands. That's been another good show that I've been watching.
Really? I tried watching the first season. I just could not get into it, man.
I really enjoy it. It's weird. It's just not it's not what you would normally see. You know, the programming is very different. But it's all martial arts based, and I like it. I think everybody does a terrific job.
See, normally I would, but I was just like, I just couldn't.
Well, the story and the acting are kind of at times.
Okay.
But I think overall, you look at the compelling action and the story that they're telling through the action, and in this weird world where there are no guns and everybody only fights with swords and melee options, it's really cool. Right now, we've gotten to the point where it's just we've gone really far into the supernatural side of things, and we're about to we're leading up to the end of it all. Spoiler alert: Baji dies. I'm sorry, guys, it sucks. You don't know what that means, but Nick Frost played Baji.
Oh, okay.
And Nick Frost ended up dying in this last episode, which is a big blow. Sorry, it sucks. But yeah. I'm trying to think of anything else that I've been watching, but I think those are the main ones. Because Netflix, I finished Santa Clarita Diet. I thought that was awesome. That was great.
That was the one that was going to talk about that I've been watching. I loved it. Odd enough, the first thing, the Santa Clarita Diet, wasn't really into it. I liked it. I was like, let's see where it goes from here. But second and the third season, fantastic.
Terrific.
However, I think they probably have a season or two more to go.
I think so too, because those are big name actors to keep paying. First of all, Drew Barrymore and Timothy Olyphant, but still, I never wanted Joel to become like a zombie thing, whatever they're calling it. And so now it seems like that's kind of where we're at now, where Joel is now turned.
He will become one, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, but what does that mean for that character? Because Joel's probably my favorite character on that show. And the fact that he's this nice guy that doesn't want to cause too much trouble, but at the same time, is just trying to appease his wife and keep his family safe.
He was like, okay, fine, we'll kill this person, but that's it, we're done.
Yeah, it's like, we will kill him, but then we're done, okay? I love him. He's so nice and endearing. And then now it's what am I changing him to?
Karen says she looks, she's like, I just don't like him in this.
I love him.
She was like, she knows him as Agent 47.
Yeah,
and the other stuff he's done where he plays
Justified.
Badass. And now he's like, yeah, he's just too nice.
I love it.
I like him, but the favorite characters to me are the kids.
Oh, they're good. They're good.
Yeah. The girl, and boy, I can't remember their names right now.
The boy is awesome. I love him.
The
awesome.
characters are just fantastic.
Yeah.
So, as far as Drew Barrymore's Drew Barrymore.
Yeah, she's good.
What else have I been watching? What have I checked out?
You want a show you shouldn't watch? I kind of figured it wasn't going to be good whenever I started watching, whenever I saw the previews for it. Mm-hmm. It's called Abby's. It's on NBC. And it's about a woman who has a bar
in her backyard.
In her backyard.
Yeah.
And it's just
that's like breaking all kinds of laws.
Yeah. I tried watching the first half of it and I was like, I hate this show. And I think I kind of have a general rule of thumb. If a show is filmed in front of a live studio audience, not into it. It's not that great.
Really?
Yeah, because you're playing to that audience.
I actually watched it and I thought it was okay.
I hated it. I did not like it at all.
I watched it because it's there, not because it's good. But yeah, I will agree with you. It's
I'll watch it.
I saw it pop up and I was like, oh, this is one of the shows that was going to come up later on this season, a mid-season replacement. So hey, let me check it out. It's like a crappy Cheers.
Yes, and that's my problem with it. It just seems like. And in no way, shape, or form am I blaming the actors or am I saying that they shouldn't get paid. Mm-hmm. But I feel like all of this whole thing was just burning money. We just made a show to make a show.
Yeah.
And there was no real thought put into it as far as trying to make this into a really great, compelling show. So to me, it seems like you're wasting money and you're wasting my time. And that's why I don't like this show.
Okay, yeah. I'll agree with you on that one. The one that I watch, but the show is not good, is the spin-off of the Goldbergs, and that's Schooled.
Oh, okay. I never got into either of those shows.
Yeah, and even the Goldbergs is starting to get a little bit. And when it started out, it was a really good show then it's this guy Adam Goldberg who. He did the show, and it's about his family growing up.
And it's actual tapes that he has growing up.
Yeah. They changed one character. His brother Eric becomes Eric on the show, but that's something. One of the characters, Lainey, that was dating his brother, left the show, and they did the spin-off show School, where she comes back as a teacher at the school she went to school at.
Yeah. And Tim Meadows is in her.
Yeah. And, The coach is okay. Tim Meadows' character is alright. Tim Meadows is always like, he's for me. But the show just, no. If it goes past this season, I really haven't heard if they've renewed it for a second season. I'd be shocked. But yeah, it's not.
It's a no.
It's just
so there was a show that I put you on for a second. You probably didn't finish it. It was called Miracle Workers on TBS.
Yeah, I just watched that first of 2 episodes.
Yeah, I think we watched the first 2 episodes or something like that. I think I still have all the episodes. It was a limited series, only about 8 episodes, and it was very fast, 30 minutes long, and it featured Daniel Radcliffe. It had what's his name, Steve Buscemi as God. Fantastic show. I loved it. But one of my favorite episodes was when God gets bored and thinks like, I need to get a prophet again. And so he chooses Tim Meadows. And so, like, it's not Tim Meadows, it's a character that Tim Meadows is playing. Mm-hmm. But, like, Tim Meadows really wants nothing to do with it. He doesn't want to be a prophet of God. And so, like, every time God would, like, show up, he'd be like, hey, buddy. And Tim would be like, no! And then, like, he's freaking out because he hears a voice in his head. It's the voice of God. And he's just like, what is happening? And he goes to therapy. And, like, he's like, the therapist is like, do you hear the voices now? And he's like, yeah. Well, what's the voice saying? And, like, it's the God. And he's just like, yeah, tell her she's got, like, a nice blouse or something. Like, you have a nice blouse or something like that. It's really stupid. Or something about, he's hankering for, like, a meatball sub. Like, the whole thing is dumb. And then at one point, like, God thinks that, he needs to, like, create a massive storm to, like, make this guy finally believe in him and become his prophet and become his buddy. And so he blows up, like, all these houses, and Tim Meadows is, like, having to rebuild his life, and he's just like, look, God, it's not you, it's me. I just don't want to be a prophet right now. It's so great.
I'm not ready for that.
Yeah. So. It was great. Like, and Steve Buscemi as God is just fantastic because he would, like, call in and be like, hey! And he'd be like, he's like, this is the word of God. He's like, what's going on? What do you need, God? And he's just like, well, what's going on? Like, how you doing? He's just like, what?
Just wants to talk.
Just wants to talk. Like, he's bored. I loved it. It's so great.
Okay, and
they explain, like, it's so great because at some point God goes to talk to his family because he wants to build a restaurant called Lazy Susan's. And
that's right. God loves Lazy Susans.
Yeah, and so his parents are like his parents and his siblings also create universes and planets, and so they're like, well, his brother and his sister have created utopias, and for God, it's like it made it seem like Earth is like some like half-assed project that he kind of threw together. He's like, he didn't even finish the middle or the inside. It's all just molten lava. Like, it's so great. It's like, wait, explain to mom and dad giraffes. He's like, what do you mean explain giraffes? Giraffes are amazing. He's like, what's on their neck? Well, it's another leg. Like, what? Like, basically, it's a long-legged creature with a leg for a neck. Like, like, it's so great. I love it. It's such a great show. It's only 8 episodes, like I said. I don't know if it's going to come back for another season or a limited run, but, man, it was definitely worth your time for 8 episodes.
Okay, yeah, I actually need to get back into that. The 2 episodes I watched were good. They were really good. I just did not keep up with it because other things. So, yeah. All right, well, hey, thanks for coming back and watching this.
Thank you so much for coming back. Hit that subscribe button. Tell your friends about us. Go ahead and share it with everyone, all right?
Hit the notification button so you know when we put a show out so you can come back and watch that one.
And don't forget to follow at Channel Control on Twitter. Follow Cinelinks at Cinelinks. Follow us at Move the Joystick and at Entropy1 on Twitter. And I think that's all, right?
Yeah, that's it. And of course, there's BC here.
Yes.
You should follow him at
He's already told you.
RALJCKASSBC. He wants it done every time.
He already told you though in the video. Like, yeah.
Yeah, he still wants it done all the time.
Right.
That's the kind of guy he is.
Right.
Big ego. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we will see you when we see you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.